we live? Okay. Well, good morning from San Diego, everyone. This is the Tesla Snack coming to you. I've never done a live video before, so just thought I'd try this out. And I thought there'd be no better occasion to do that than to talk about the new refreshed Tesla Model 3. Just got dropped last night. Yeah, and as you know, I have a Model 3 Performance, and I love it. And I'm really excited for the new Model 3, and I just thought we could discuss. I'm on my way to work, and, I drive 30 miles each way to get to work every day. And, this car is amazing. It has about 500 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, and I get 5 miles per kilowatt hour. That's insane. Like that, if you know anything about EV efficiency and how other EVs stack up, that's incredible. 5 miles per kilowatt hour is very efficient for an EV, particularly one this powerful. As some of you guys know, I work at the UTC Mall here in San Diego. It's in La Jolla, and there is the Tesla store there. And I'm gonna check later today, on my lunch break, or maybe I could get over there before I clock in. I don't know. We'll see if I get there on time. But yeah, I do want to check out to see if they have the new Model 3. If so, I'll do a little video of that. If they don't have it, I'm gonna find out when they're gonna get it. So that'd be pretty cool. I never uploaded this video. Maybe I should, because I still have it. But when the Tesla Model 3 first came to San Diego, like way back in, January 2018. January 2018. That's when we got our first Model 3 in San Diego. And I think it was at the UTC Mall as well. Or maybe it was at Fashion Valley. I don't remember. I still have that video. I went in and I did a little video of the Model 3, the first Model 3 in San Diego. Like, it was on display. They had it like one of those, those like fences around it. Not a fence, but you know what I mean. Like those what are those called? The poles with the retractable like seat belts between them. That's what they remind me of. But yeah, people had to like wait in line to sit in it, and there were a ton of people. It was like an iPhone event. It was pretty insane. And then they had the Cybertruck at the UTC Mall also, and just as insane. Like, there were huge lines of people waiting to see it. And I saw it. I went in and saw it, and I uploaded a video of it. It's pretty awesome to see it in person. I'd already seen it, as you probably know, if you've been following this channel for a while. I went to the Peterson Museum last year, with my brother-in-law and my wife. And we saw the Cybertruck there, like the very early prototype. And yeah, the production one is way better. But anyway, let's get back to the new Tesla Model 3. So, let's see, I have like some notes here. One thing that apparently is different, the rumor is that the European version of it, the one built in Shanghai and Giga Berlin, is it? I don't remember. I don't think it's built in Giga Berlin. All the ones in Europe are from Shanghai. So, strike that. But apparently there's something additional in the materials about the North American one, is that it has a stiffer chassis. That wasn't mentioned, as far as I know, on the European one. So people are speculating maybe the one for North America has castings, maybe Giga castings, like the Model Y and the Cybertruck. I'm hoping for that. That'd be really cool. Giga castings in the new Model 3. It says it supposedly has a stiffer chassis, so that could contribute to that. So no performance anymore. No performance. There's only the rear-wheel drive and the dual motor, long range. And I was hoping you guys, actually, if you guys could put in the comments, if anybody saw before it got taken down what the lead time was on the performance Model 3s. Like before the new ones went up, what the lead time on Performance Model 3s was, like last night or yesterday, if anyone checked, if anyone who's watching or watches this later, comment. I read everyone's comments. I'm still a small channel, so. But yeah, if somebody could comment in that what the lead time was the last they saw, that would be awesome on the Performance Model 3, because that might give us a hint as to when the new Performance one is going to hit our shores, like, or when it's going to get revealed at all, like when it's going to be available in the US. So comment that in the comments. That'd be awesome. Because yeah, I mean, everyone was talking about when is the Highland Model 3 going to come to the US? When is it going to? And I'm like, well, Motor Trend, they got early access to one, Motor Trend, and they said in their article, in their videos, that the Tesla people that they were in contact with told them it was going to come out in January. So I was like, did none of you guys see the Motor Trend video or read the article? Like, it's coming out in January. Like, everyone's like, oh, when's it going to come out? Maybe February, March? I was like, I mean, unless the Motor Trend people were lying, it's coming out in January, which sure enough it has. So, let's see. Performance, yep. Oh, so one thing that's pretty cool, that's pretty interesting, that's kind of validating to me, because as you know, this channel, I've done many videos dedicated to proving that the Model 3 Performance is actually the longest range Model 3 you can get. And that's because, was it last year, I believe? The Model 3 dual motor long range used to have a 358 mile range, and then it went down to 333. But the Performance's range did not change. It was still 315. And so it turned out the Model 3 Performance was the only Model 3 using the Panasonic 2170 batteries, which are the highest energy density 2170s on the market, as far as I know. And the long-range dual motor, the reason for the range decrease was that it was using batteries from LG Chem, which are not as energy dense. I can't remember. I'm blanking out right now. I knew what it was. I just forgot, like literally just now. What's the difference? There's a slight chemical composition, like the chemistry of the LG Chem batteries is slightly different. I can't remember what is the thing that's missing. Is it silicon? I think the LG Chem ones either don't have as much or don't have any silicon in them, so that's why they're less energy dense. But yeah, so at that point, the Model 3 Performance became the longest range if you put smaller aero wheels on it. So you had to put smaller aero wheels on it, which is what I did. I have videos about that. I put 19-inch. I sold my 20-inch Uber turbine wheels, and I put 19-inch aftermarket aero wheels from Aftermarket EV, the EV01 Pluses, whatever they're called. They have a funny name. Yeah, and I did multiple videos showing that increased my range from an EPA rated of 315 to about 340. And I've proven that. Our first video ever, our first big video was we tested all 5 Model 3s. We have all five different variants, pretty much. Almost all the different variants of Model 3 that's ever existed in our family. And so we just tested all 5 of them. And they pretty much all got their EPA range except for mine, which exceeded it because I was running the aero wheels, and I have aftermarket tires that are low rolling resistance, so that helps too over the more summery tires that come on the Model 3 Performance. So and then we drove to the 2023 Tesla Takeover. My wife and I, we went to the Tesla Takeover, and so we had a bunch of stuff in the back. The car had a lot of weight in it. It was the 2 of us too, and still we drove from San Diego to San Luis Obispo on a single charge without stopping to charge anywhere. Like on a single charge, 330 miles, and we got 219 watt hours per mile average for the whole drive. And then the insane part, the really crazy part, was driving back from Tesla Takeover 2023. We got the exact same efficiency, 219 watt hours per mile each way. Like, that blew my mind. I was like, oh. I guess all the hills and stuff and just the driving kind of just canceled everything out, and it ended up being the exact same. 219 watt hours average all the way there, and then 219 coming back. and 330 miles each way. It did each way single charge. Didn't have to stop to charge. So 330 miles in a Tesla Model 3 Performance, which is supposed to get 315. And we hit 0% just as we got there each time. So that means we had another 10 miles or so of buffer below the 0%, because Teslas do have about 10, 15 miles of range once you hit 0 that they can keep going. So yeah, that comes up to 340. There you go. So we've proven that not only do aero wheels improve the range in Model 3 Performance, but that Teslas do hit their EPA range. Like there's been all this stuff in the news that Teslas don't hit their EPA range. At least all the Model 3s in my family, they do. They do. If you have the air conditioning set to auto, to its auto setting, and you have it at a moderate temperature, and you just turn on autopilot and you cruise at a continuous speed between 65 and 70 miles per hour, you're gonna get the EPA range. I mean, we've done it multiple times. So the EPA range on Teslas, contrary to what everyone says that it's not attainable, I don't know if you guys are all just a bunch of lead foots and you're just flooring it everywhere. I don't know, but at least between the 6 Model 3s we have, they all hit their EPA range if you drive them right. If you drive them just moderately and don't drive them crazy. But anyway, the new Model 3, if you look at the configurator, sure enough, depending if you change the wheels, if you go from the 18-inch aero wheels to the 19-inch non-aero wheels, I can't remember the actual name. They were called like Photon wheels or something. Those might have been the 18s. I don't remember. Let's see. I could bring it up here. Let's see here. Tesla. I'll just bring it up. But I was gonna bring it up anyway. But yeah, the wheels. I'm just waiting for this to load. Bear with me here. It's taking a second to load. But anyway, I'll get the name of those wheels. But there is a significant range difference. I mean, like I demonstrated already with the Model S, the difference if you got the Plaid, the difference between getting the big wheels and the 19-inch aero wheels was like a 50-mile difference, almost. It was like 48-mile difference in range between the wheels. So wheels make a big difference, and tires as well. Like, you'd be surprised how much of a difference wheels and tires can make for your efficiency and range. But I don't know what's going on, why this is taking so long to load, but whatever. But anyway, yeah, you can go on the configurator and see for yourself. The wheels are a big difference. Anyways, one thing I'm really excited, probably the thing I'm the most excited, is that the new Model 3 is a lot quieter. They use insulated glass all around. This car has insulated glass. My car has insulated on the front windows, but not on the rear windows. The new Model 3 has insulated all around. Every single piece of glass is double pane insulated. So better sound insulation. But the one complaint, I mean, since at work I drive Polestar at work. The one thing I really like about the Polestar 2 is it's just way quieter. I mean, if I could change one thing about my car, this car that I'm in, it would be to make it quieter. Like, it's pretty quiet, like cruising down the freeway. You can probably hear some wind noise and road noise, but for the most part, it's pretty quiet. But like when it gets cold, it gets squeaky and rattly. Like there's some annoying squeaks and rattles here and there inside the cabin. That can be kind of annoying, especially for someone like me who kind of has OCD. And that's the thing about the Polestar is I tell people, what's the main reason to get a Polestar over a Tesla? I tell them, if build quality is important to you, like you like a quiet car that goes down the road like a German luxury car, get a Polestar. But the new Model 3 supposedly is a lot quieter. Like they said, they really focused on interior materials, like where different panels meet together to make sure that there's no more rattling in the car. We'll see. Of course, I'm going to test drive one as soon as I can, and I'll do a video on that when I do that. And then, time will tell if people get them and they're quiet at first. But like this car was really quiet. My car was quiet for about the first month or so, and then it started to get some squeaks and rattles, and I took it back to the service center a few times, and they made it better, but they couldn't get rid of everything. But no bad reflection on them. I mean, they did a great job. But yeah, Tesla service is awesome. They've always taken good care of my wife and I on our two Model 3s. My wife's Model 3 now has over 107,000 miles, and it's still going strong. Still has about 300 miles of range still, so it's lost about 25 miles of range. And of course, EV batteries, they lose the most range at the beginning, and then they kind of flatten out. So it's probably, the next 100,000 miles, we're not going to lose another 25 miles, just so you know. No, that's not how it works. But, yeah, that's like an 8% loss, 9%, something like that. So not bad. Oh, here we go. Like, custom order. It was like, thing was it? Okay, finally, it just wasn't loading. I had to refresh it. Okay, so the wheels on the new Model 3, okay, the 18s are the Photons. The Photon wheels are the 18s. And the 19s are Nova, that was it. Nova wheels. Nova wheels. Okay. And the range difference is, so 272 miles on the rear-wheel drive if you get 18-inch wheels, and then on the Nova wheels, the 19-inch ones, the range drops to 248. 248. Wow, so that's a big difference. That shows you how much a difference that wheels can make. Nova wheels on the long range go down to 305 from the rated 341. Yeah, so 341 to 305. Just, I mean, that's a lot of range. That is a lot of range that you lose just by selecting those wheels. So aero oils make a big difference. It's kind of validating to all my videos, like talking about that's kind of proven out here. But yeah, no performance Model 3 yet. Still. Oh, good. We're back on. We seem to be having some connectivity issues going on. But yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, I'm excited for the new Model 3. Cooled seats. That's finally coming to the Model 3. The Polestar 2, I think it's always had cooled seats as an available option, but that was always conspicuously missing from the Model 3, and why? Now the Model 3 is finally getting cooled seats, and I believe they come standard. So even if you get the cheapest rear-wheel drive with no options Model 3, you're going to get cooled seats, which is pretty awesome. The fact that it comes standard. I guess maybe they're doing that to make up for the fact that it hasn't had cooled seats available for so long. So they're just kind of making up for that. Like, all right, we're late to the party, but at least they're free. You don't have to pay extra to get them. So that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I think I covered everything I wanted to talk about. Yeah, the rumors about the new Model 3 performance are that it's going to be a lot more different. I mean, my performance Model 3 and my dad's long-range dual motor, there's not much difference. Like, if you look at them, you're not going to really notice there's not a lot of differences. I mean, the only suspension difference that I know of is that the rear anti-roll bar is a little bit thicker than the one in my dad's. That's like the only suspension difference between the performance and the regular dual motor. That's it. So, but supposedly the rumors are that the new Model 3 performance is going to be quicker. Rumors are that it's going to do 0 to 60 in like 2.5, 2.6. I don't know. We'll see. That would be awesome. Yeah, then I'd be able to, at the drag strip, pretty much defeat anything. Lamborghinis, Ferraris, like, but yeah, it's supposed to be quicker. It's supposed to have a much more track-focused suspension setup. That's exciting. Yeah, like special seats. It's going to be the Ludicrous. That's the rumor, that it'll be the Ludicrous Model 3 versus the Model S Plaid. So there'll be Model S Plaid and then Tesla Model 3 Ludicrous with its own badge with the lights, the stars whizzing by. That'd be really cool. But yeah, I'm really excited. Oh, sorry about that. Hopefully that didn't come through. There was an alarm. But yeah, I'm just about to get to work, so awesome! It's exciting. The new Model 3 Highland is in the US. So I'm going to be signing off here. This is my first live stream, so please be nice to me in the comments. Definitely was a little bit rambly, but yeah, hope you still enjoyed it. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess I'll talk to you later. Tesla Snack out.